So 3 years ago, I really didn't know what I was doing. I was involved in clubs after school and everything, but I really didn't have a passion. That was until I came to FTC. Really, it allowed me to work with a lot of people who also like the same things that I did, spending thousands of hours in the basement working with 6 other people just to build a robot. Really was a lot of fun. To me, it gave an opportunity to network and to do something that I love with all my friends.
I have been a part of FTC for 2 years, and my perception of FIRST has dramatically changed throughout my experiences with the program. Before joining, I viewed it somewhat apprehensively. I didn't feel like I had the technological expertise which was required by the program. I didn't feel like I'd be a good fit for it. But upon joining, I found that it was quite different from my expectations sharply diverged from the reality of the situation. FIRST is an enriching program, and it has definitively shaped my last 2 years because it's helped me learn so much about technology, and it's been a learning curve in that I've interacted with the robot and learned through experience. That I can explore subjects that may be foreign to myself, and I can still learn about them, that I shouldn't feel apprehensive or nervous about approaching anything, and that I can learn through experience. So it's been a great 2 years, and I've really enjoyed all my time with FIRST.
When people think of robotics, they tend to think of the Jetsons, Transformers, or the Terminator. But in reality, robotics is like what we do in FIRST, or with automation in the fields of medicine and robotic surgery. So FIRST provides this realistic view of robotics, what robotics actually entails, the metal parts and all the programming that's done. And our outreaches, we tend to focus on doing little kids and the general public and changing their view into a more realistic view of robotics.
FTC has had a large impact on my time management because in addition to working on school projects and assignments, I've had to manage designing parts for the robot or putting together presentations for the robotics program. And I really have a drive to work on this because I want to succeed in FTC. So I have to get all my work done on time and meet my deadlines. And this incentive has helped me improve in both school and robotics. All the experiences I've gained from all the aspects of FTC have given me a clearer idea of what I want to do in the future. By experiencing building, a little bit of CAD design, a little programming, I've been able to focus on what my interest is, which is programming, and decide what I want to do in the future.
FTC is distinctive in its approach to robotics. While other clubs might focus solely on their area of interest, FTC is more multifaceted in that there are a lot of different components to the program. So you have the building the robot, but that's not the only thing which goes into it. When you get to the competition, you have to work with other teams. There's societal interactions. A large part of the program is also reaching out to the community. So you have to have people skills, communication skills. You have to be able to interact with businesses and ask for sponsorships.
FIRST actually gets students involved in the creative processes behind STEM. Instead of just explaining what STEM is, how it's important, and then showing us how technology is changing, it actually gets us involved in the building of the robot, the design process, all the separate phases that go into developing technology, science, mathematics, and engineering today.
So to give back to our community, we started an internship program so that people who really don't have any experience with robotics can still be a part of the team. Being a member takes a lot of responsibility and a lot of dedication, so it's not for everyone. And those people who aren't 100% sure that they want to do robotics or even are interested in robotics don't really have to dedicate the full time yet. They can be a part of our internship program and then gain specialization in programming or design or AutoCAD and PTC. It really opens up a lot of possibilities for people who are still looking for their passion.
I think what has contributed most to this team has been the dedication of all its members. The work that the members put into this team
has extended beyond the workshop and the meetings. For instance, people will spend time working on it at home or come in later onwards after the meetings or on different days to work on things like the autonomous PTC designs. So this dedication has been the biggest part of the team.
Lots of new members at the beginning of the build season. We spent a lot of time trying to designate everybody to certain roles so we would have a well-rounded group. And it's been so crucial to our success because now we've fallen into a grind where everybody sort of has their designated tasks and they know what they have to do. So when we get here, it's from the get-go, we know what we have to get completed by the next competition, what we have to do to keep the robot running smoothly. And it's great because we are able to function together well because we all know there's no clash, like arguments or anything, because we all have our specific tasks, we complete our specific functions. So it's been a lot smoother, and we've been able to get through our tasks more quickly, and it's helped a lot in our success with this year.
In a matter of 2 years, I've seen these children changing from innocent young kids to confident, mature human beings. Their perception towards life has changed completely. Their knowledge, their science, engineering, math, their attention to detail, their teamwork, all that has changed multiple folds. And the fun part is that all that learning has been happening while having fun. My best wishes to the team members for their great, bright future.
Okay, what does it mean to be a mentor? Well, watching these kids, these bumbling kids, mature into a great team of professionals is a very good feeling. Over the years working with these kids, I have realized that these kids are going to be great leaders, engineers, and communicators. With these kids at the helm, the future of America and humanity as a whole is very bright. And I'm confident of my future as well with these kids leading the country. I'm very proud of my students' achievements, and I'm very glad that I have had an opportunity to shape the future.
Making those on-spot decisions, sometimes the decisions can cost you the match, and other times it helps you win. So it's always like a 50-50 whether or not you're going to do well, or if the pressure is going to be put on you to make those decisions while the drivers are driving.
My most memorable experience would be my first competition. I saw so many people with similar interests as me, and I also saw all these robots with so many different teams and so many different ideas for the same competition. And that has been my motivation for continuing this.
I'd say the most memorable experience I've had with FTC this year would be Super Regionals, and I've always enjoyed all the competitions. They go through at breakneck pace. It's very exciting, but Super Regionals stood apart because it was a 3-day event, and it's not something that we've done before. So we were devoting 3 whole days just to robotics, and it was exhausting, but it was also very rewarding. I enjoyed the experience immensely. I loved watching all the qualifying matches, and because our team did perform well, we got the finals, and it was incredibly exciting. And we did end up winning with the Landroids and the Wreckers, and that just was the icing on the cake, and it really brought the whole experience full circle.
Unfortunately, there will be a lot of members graduating this year, but I know that the new members we will get will have the same motivation and dedication to this team and will contribute the same, if not more, to the team. I see the Metal Marauders legacy to continue way long after this season.
As a mentor of this team, I think there are 4 characteristics that has brought success to this team. First one is the passion. Each member of this team is passionate about what they're doing. Every time they go out, they contribute to the team with their best. Collectively, their best has turned out to be the team's best. Hunger to be the best is the second characteristic of this team. This thing don't settle for less. Nothing less in their expectations, nothing less in their efforts. Third characteristic is innovative. This team consistently strive for innovative ideas. They go out, they perform, they make mistakes, but they come back and they learn from their mistakes and they come out with the innovative ideas and they go out for the best again. Next characteristic is the trust in each other. This team member has different responsibilities and different skills and different capabilities, but that trust in each other is the most binding thread for the success of this team. At last, I'm very proud to be a mentor of this team.
So mentors play a crucial role on our team. They help us every step of the way, from designing the robot to actually building it. So they help push us forward. They don't give us the answers to any problems that we have, but they make us really think. So they are teaching us the proper way to get around problems and to solve problems.